hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Minnesota Vikings. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Check 26, check 26. Mike 2, watch 2. Hayward. 6-man.
Off the play fake. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Off play action. Fields going deep for Diggs. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second. Down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
On the ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the out. Shoot.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Switch.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Go now. 70, Indy. Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
On second down now. It's Griffin, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down.
Ready? 18, Gator. It's 59. Mike the 59. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Five. 59. Now.
From the gun on third down, Locke. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down.
Hey, stand off. Get it.
Locked to throw for it on fourth. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear. That's pride.
Draft. Okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
On first down, Fields under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Fields going deep for a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Hey, let go. Ready?
After the turnover, here's Locke. Drew Locke taken down in the end zone. 2 points for the defense. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Throwing on first down, Fields. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, so he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
General West.
On second down, here's Locke. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. On third down, it's Pollard. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. It's Locke. He's got his tight end fan. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Block again here on second and 10. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
X3, 218, chopper, a alpha.
Throwing his Lock on third down. He'll let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Down. 60 outlaw. 54.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
5.
On third and long, it's Locke. Hard throw, incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. That's caught inside the 20. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second down and 4. Lock. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill. Check. Squeeze.
Off the play fake. Fields. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled. It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They'll run with Pollard. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This from 36 yards out. Badgley able to knock this one through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done, They're going to make their adjustment.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Tony Pollard, 76 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first. Down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
15 line. 15 line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On third down, block. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll run forward with Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Throwing again on second down. Lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Third and 2, Lock's going to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Hey, exit. Mike, check, 59. Let's go, tight end, let's go right here now. Check 43.
Block gonna go on 4th down. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Lock now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
At the 6-yard line.
Ready. 10-2 stop.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Bristol, travel.
Now Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Back. Pilot, 64, weak. Lucky. Go.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos push further out in front. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Fields. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, and it's Pollard again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
94.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wow. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Brandon, that's what I call an oak tree play. That quarterback just stood in there, absorbed the hit, and still was able to deliver the ball downfield.
Badgley on for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 31, Vikings 15. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hatchet. Ball trot. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Oh, here we go.
To throw again. Fields. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw. Fields. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. but correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields. Buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Back to throw. Fields eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Fields. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Operating from the gun, Fields. Yeah, he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a
hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Results in a 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Fields. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
That's it, baby. We got one.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away.